the guy waves around the half-eaten donut and asks if he's used it. Hearing Hae-young say he already likes someone, the guy can't speak for a long time. Hae-young tells him to come over and hang out, but what should he say when he gets there? The guy racks his brain but can't figure out who it is, trying hard to tell himself it's no big deal. Still, he can't refuse an invitation from his crush. There are marks on his neck that won't come off. But even if Hae-young sees them, would he even care? Arriving at Hae-young's place, Taekyum is there, but the guy ignores him. Seeing the marks he left on the guy's body, Taekyum smirks playfully. Here to play. No popsicles today, the guy answers without even turning around. No. Seeing Hae-young, he finally smiles. He's lying on the bed all relaxed, and the guy comes over happily like a puppy. Unexpectedly, Hae-young straight up asks if he has anything he wants to tell. The guy looks terrified. Did Taekyum tell him? Apparently not. The guy goes with his original plan and asks Hae-young who he's dating. Hae-young acts pretty indifferent about the question. The more curious the guy gets, the more Hae-young keeps him hanging. He said he'd tell him in person. The guy's about to complain. But seeing Hae-young's look, the guy starts panicking again. He feels like Hae-young knows something. Then Taekyum asks him to come help open something, just as Hae-young gets a call and has to leave. With Taekyum pushing, the guy reluctantly goes over to him. Turns out the whole thing was a lie. This jerk wants to mess around, even I hate him. Seeing the guy's reluctance, Taekyum threatens him again. But they finish before Hae-young gets back. When Hae-young comes back, he only sees them playing video games. But seeing the guy next to him actually crying, he thinks he's crying because he lost the game. Then Hae-young seems to notice something and reaches over to pull down the guy's collar. The guy quickly turns and covers it, but Hae-young's holding a strand of hair in his hand. The guy's scared out of his mind. Did he really not see it? After a full day of part-time work, the guy drags his exhausted body home. Thinking he can finally rest once he's home, someone grabs him the second he walks in. Taekyung's been waiting, he's already this tired, why does he have to see him again? The guy fights back hard, but it's useless. After working up a sweat, Taekyum looks at the guy's closet and starts complaining. Looks like he needs to bring clothes over next time. Just then he gets a text from Hae-young. Taekyum laughs knowingly and leaves. Who knows how many times Taekyum meets before he'll stop. He hates him, but still feels something during it. Even without Taekyum saying it, the guy knows Hae-young isn't some nice guy, but he still likes him. Suddenly woken by knocking, the guy looks terrified. Why would Hae-young come over at this time? He frantically cleans up a bit and opens the door. Hae-young brought his favorite popsicles. After coming in, Hae-young wanders around. The guy keeps sneaking glances at what he's doing. Taekyum's clothes are already hidden. As for the trash, as long as he doesn't go digging, he won't find anything. Just as he's about to breathe a sigh of relief, he hears Hae-young call him. He's waving around the half-eaten donut. The guy wakes up and gets scared by the crawler next to him. Hae-young picks up the half-eaten donut and asks, "You already used this?" The guy rushes over and snatches it away, looking all shy at Hae-young in front of him, not knowing how to face him. He can only turn his head away to hide his awkwardness. Hae-young's obviously figured something out. Seeing the guy frantically put things away, he asks, "Do you like it?" The guy's face turns red instantly. He quickly plays dumb and explains someone else left it. Hae-young asks who came over. Actually, 5 people have keys to the guy's place. The one who left this is Taekyum. But the guy can't tell Hae-young the truth, even though he doesn't like Taekyum. But Hae-young and Taekyum are good friends. He doesn't want Hae-young suspecting there's something between him and Taekyum. After an internal struggle, the guy names someone other than Taekyum, Jo Xianyu. That night Hae-young stays over to sleep. The guy feels hot and restless. Hae-young asks, "Don't you have a fan?" Actually, the guy feels hot because of him. Looking at Hae-young next to him, the guy still can't help asking who he mentioned he was dating. After all, he really cares. Asks if he's meeting his partner tomorrow. Hearing this question, Hae-young opens his eyes and looks at him. He turns to face the guy and tells him with a smile they already broke up. The moment he says that, the guy feels this unexplainable excitement, but then Hae-young says he's just messing with him. Even though it's said half asleep, the whole thing makes the guy's emotions feel like a roller coaster. He watches Hae-young sleeping next to him. Only now does he realize how easily he's swayed by every single thing Hae-young says. The person he likes is right next to him, but he can't say anything, can't do anything. It's torture. He's had a crush on Hae-young for 5 whole years. During this long time, the guy's heart has gone through countless changes. At first, he just thought being by his side was enough. Then he wanted to hold his hand. After that, he wanted to touch his lips. Lost in thought, the guy still can't resist the flutter in his heart. To that, the guy dreamed about Hae-young, even did some crazy things, wanting to take things further with him. Feeling like he'll go crazy if he stays any longer, the guy goes to the bathroom to take a cold shower and calm down, but he still can't stop thinking about him until he loses control. He wants to do with him all the things he did with Taekyum. Half awake, his body feels light, like in a dream where someone's touching him. The guy doesn't know if it's Taekyum or who. He wakes up the next day all groggy. Hae-young's already gone. He turns and gets startled by the crawler next to him. How did this thing get here? Then he gets a text from Hae-young telling Jo Xianyu to keep track of his stuff. Jo Xianyu opens the guy's drawer and finds the half-eaten donut inside. 2 weeks have passed. Since Hae-young left last time, the guy quit his convenience store job and now works as a server at a bar. Is at the convenience store if there are no customers. All he can do is zone out. Being alone makes him overthink. At the bar, he can keep taking orders, delivering food and processing payment. Being busy helps him temporarily forget Hae. But seeing his messages still makes him feel like this isn't working. The old Hae-young would keep texting until he got a reply, or just call directly. This time he's so quiet it's scary. Even Taekyum hasn't been in touch. This feeling makes the guy uneasy. He edits the message multiple times but nothing feels right. He doesn't want to drag Jo Xianyu into this either. While hesitating, the message accidentally sends, and he reads it instantly. The guy jumps. He should have just not sent. This tone makes it sound like he's just informing him. But he gets a reply right away, even though it's just one simple word. It makes the guy's 2 weeks of anxiety completely disappear. This lady is the bar owner. Learning the guy finally agreed to work here, she's thrilled. When the guy came to her bar to hang out before, she asked him several times to work here, but he kept refusing. Because back then to the guy it felt like charity, but this time he's really grateful to her. The owner compliments how much better he looks dressed like this. The guy gets all embarrassed. Just then, a voice agrees with the owner. They turn around. It's Zhou Xianyu. He went abroad to study right after high school. He used to come and go from the guy's place all the time just like Heiyang. Originally he was just Taekyeon's friend, but somehow he and the guy became really close. So close that going to his place was like going home. After learning about the guy's situation he helped him out with the bar owner. A year's gone by. He's still as kind and gentle as before. After work, they go for drinks together. When they talk about Heiyang, the guy gets a bit flustered. After that doesn't even pay attention to what Zhou Xianyu's saying. Touching his phone in his pocket, thinking about Heiyang. He's probably sleeping now, still thinking about the text earlier. Tells his name several times before he snaps out of it. Heard you and Taekyeon have been meeting up a lot. The guy's instantly caught off guard. The guy quickly tells him they only contacted each other a few days ago. Feels like he's drunk. He changes the subject by suggesting they eat. Why would he ask something like that? Feels off. He's got this bad feeling. They both get wasted. Zhou Xianyu carries the guy home. The guy feels uncomfortable in his shirt, so Zhou Xianyu helps him unbutton it. But what he sees makes him freeze. The guy's covered in hickeys. He thinks the guy's got a girlfriend, but he hasn't said anything about it. Then the guy says his belt's too tight and asks him to help. Zhou Xianyu swallows hard, but still helps him take it off. Those pale long legs make him can't look away. He can't help but touch them. Then the guy sits up and startles him, tells him the toothbrush is in the drawer. The guy wobbles off to the bedroom. Right now Zhou Xianyu wonders if he's confused. Opening the drawer to get the toothbrush, he finds the half-eaten donut inside. But the guy's about to start cooking, when someone sneaks up behind him. Heiyang still hits as hard as ever. This intense pain and the metallic taste in his mouth reminds the guy of the past. Back in middle school he made new friends, being excited about the new environment. He kind of neglected Heiyang. He turned down his messages at least 3 times. Heiyang called the guy to an empty music room. The guy happily went in. He could see Heiyang inside with a smile on his face. Then he slowly approached and kicked the guy hard. He went flying, knocking over the drum set next to him. The guy's trembling, not understanding what's happening. Heiyang was training for swimming. Physically, the guy was no match for him. This scene reminded him of his abusive father. That day, the guy got beaten badly by Heiyang, but he didn't feel angry or wronged. Because that's just how the guy's personality is. Plus, being in a violent environment long-term, this submission gradually got worse. After the violence stopped, feeling both endless and brief, Heiyang only made 3 demands of the guy. Don't ignore his messages, don't refuse his invitations, and behave. The guy could only nod and agree to everything. Then Heiyang smiled with satisfaction again. After that, he took the guy to his place, treated his wounds simply, like it was compensation. Smiling while feeding him chocolate, the guy just obediently ate the chocolate with his swollen, beaten face. He hasn't been beaten like that since, because after that he always listened to Heiyang. The guy can only keep telling himself, as long as getting beaten solves things, it's fine. Because he knows that even if he cries or yells, the other person won't stop. So he might as well just take the beating obediently so it ends faster. He doesn't even know when it started. His internal defense mechanism against violence has gradually collapsed. This time facing Heiyang asking how many hits he wants to take. The guy silently holds up 3 fingers. The next second, Heiyang slaps him hard without hesitation. The whole time, the guy doesn't fight back. He just trembles in place. After it's over, Heiyang snaps his fingers by his ear, asking if he can hear. The guy hums softly with tears in his eyes. Then Heiyang unwraps a chocolate, smiling just like before. Feeding it to the guy like a reward. Reply to messages properly. Okay. The guy answers softly, then tells him to wipe his tears. I barely even hit you, how are you crying? The guy stays silent. Heiyang looks pretty satisfied seeing him like this. Just then a voice catches their attention. Zhou Xianyu sees the guy's beaten face and yells out. Taekyeon next to him just smirks. Heiyang tells him the guy made a mistake so he had to be punished. Now it's all resolved. Zhou Xianyu accuses him of being crazy, beating people up like that all the time. Fix that bad temper. Facing Zhou Xianyu's accusation, Heiyang leans on the guy nonchalantly. He says he's fine. What's the problem? Looking at the guy's swollen face, Zhou Xianyu asked if he wants some medicine for it. The guy doesn't answer. He just walks toward the kitchen. Zhou Xianyu's about to follow when Heiyang pats him from behind, signaling him to come over. Seems like he has something to tell.